It's 12:30 a.m. We're good. Hello, beautiful people. Before I start, let me just say I hope you're safe, you're practicing social distancing, and you're staying away from crowded places unless absolutely necessary. First of all, congratulations to all those who graduated from high school. You guys did it. It wasn't easy. You had to do it in quarantine, but you're finally done. So congratulations to you. So, now that you're done with school, it is time for the next step in your life, university or college. So let me try and help you as much as I can in this video. Okay, so I'm gonna divide the video into two parts, the pre-university part and the actual university part. Okay, so going into the pre-university part, the first point is admissions. Literally your first interaction with the university. Now, there are a couple of points that you should focus on when it comes to admissions. First of all, the deadlines. There are important deadlines that you have to finish certain steps in your admissions process before that due date. So focus on the deadlines, know them well, and keep an eye on changing deadlines because that always happens. Oh, and an important point is don't postpone everything until the deadline. Listen. I worked in the admission department of the university for 4 years. The amount of people that come on the deadline and want to finish their process is ridiculous. Please don't be part of those people. We really dislike them. Okay, so another thing is documents. You will be asked to provide certain documents to the university, such as your passport, residency or visa, high school certificates, certificate of good conduct, and English proficiency test. So make sure you keep all those documents in hand and ready to provide whenever needed. And the last thing about admission is the requirements. Each university has different requirements, even if for the same major across universities. So make sure you look at those requirements and make sure that you fulfill them in order for you to apply to this major without any hindering. And keep in mind that with the current situation, COVID and all, probably all of those processes will be online. So visit the website of the university that you want and make sure that the application is there, and if you need any help, emails will be there and so on. Okay, now for the second part of the pre-university experience, choosing your major. This is the most important part. It will set the tone for your future. The rest of your life will depend on this point, so take good care when doing it. Okay, so for choosing your major, firstly, I would advise that you ask around. If you are interested in a certain major, then go and ask people who are studying it or people who already finished and are working in that field. Those questions and the answers that you will get will give you so much insight as to whether you want this major or you don't. The second thing is look at the market. The market nowadays is so volatile, especially due to the COVID situation, the changing demands and the changing needs and so on. So make sure that the career you want to major in or that you want to go with is needed in the future. Analysts and researchers are already talking about this, so make sure that whatever you want to pursue will be needed after 5 years, 10 years, 20 and so on. Okay, so we're done with the pre-university part. Alhamdulillah, you applied, you got accepted into the major that you want, and now it is your first day of university. What should you expect and what should you do? I'll begin by talking about the studying part and then I'll move on to the personal part, okay? Okay, so let's start with the studying part. First of all, straight ahead, stressing is never a good idea. Never stress, no matter how deep you are in a situation, no matter how bad you think it is, stressing will not help you at all. It is counterproductive and you do not want that. So never stress. Okay, another thing is, and something that our parents always tell us, yet somehow we seem to ignore most of the time. Studying 1 week before the exam never works. Studying 1 day before the exam is complete madness. Don't do it. As for your GPA or percentage, set a very realistic goal for yourself. Now, you know yourself better than anyone else. So set a realistic goal to begin with and then try to build on from there. Don't go for a 90 when you know that your average throughout school was always an 85 or an 83. Shoot for an 83 or an 85 and then build on it until you reach the 90 and so on. Be realistic and build on that. Oh, and when you get the percentage that you want or the GPA that you want, don't slow down, protect that GPA, because trust me, if it goes down, it is very hard to get back up again. So always stay on top of your game, always keep on building up, never build down. The last point about studying is take that random class. Now, each university asks its students to take elective classes that are not necessarily related to the major, yet you need to fulfill. Now, these classes are so random. So if you have an interest, you see the list and you have a class that you're interested in because you want to experience, you want to get to know more, you want to get deeper in, please take that class. It is so good for you, so good for your soul. For example, for me, it was psychology. I love psychology. Once I saw that elective, I didn't have to think twice. Psychology is. Think about it. When you see that class, that when you see it, your eyes sparkle and you go like, yes, this is the one. Take it. Don't think twice. Trust me. Okay, we're done with the studying part. Now on to the personal part. The most important part, if you ask me, of university life. Okay, first of all, keep in mind that the university will be a melting pot of cultures, of backgrounds, of people. You will meet so many people with different ideologies, different ways of thinking, different ways of interacting. Keep an open mind. Don't have a closed mind. Stick to your cultures, to your ideologies, to your ways of thinking, but be accepting of others. It is a melting pot. It is a place for all people to come and study, to grow and learn. Keep an open mind. Okay, now, there is a word that is thrown around the internet a lot. It is toxic people, toxic friendships, toxic relationships, and so on. It has been thrown around so much that it kind of lost some of its meaning. But trust me, it is very true. Some people will be toxic for you. Being around them being in your environment will stop you from growing, from learning, from prospering. Stay away from them. Now, I'm not saying that they are bad people. I'm saying they are bad people for you. Stay away from them. Now, you might not get it right the first time. You probably might not get it right the second time, but the third time around, you have to get it right in order for you to progress and not regress. Choose the people that you surround yourself with very carefully. For me, I'm not saying that I met a lot of bad people. I'm just saying that the proper environment for me, for example, I found around year 3 of university. A lot of nice people, a lot of lovely people that I met, and they helped me to grow. Find this environment, and when you do, keep it. Don't throw it away. Don't risk it for anything, because you need a lot of amazing people around you so you grow more. Okay, now some of you might say, Muhammad, you said personal part, but yet the first 2 points were all about people, not about personal. That is very true. The third point is focus on you. Whatever you think you need to do in order for you to become a better version of yourself, do it. If you think picking up a hobby will help you, do it. If you think participating in extracurricular activities will help you, do it. Participating in sports and music, whatever it is that you need to do to prosper, to grow, to become the best version there is to exist of yourself, please do it. It is never a waste of time. It is never a bad idea. With good time management, you will be able to play sports, participate in student bodies, study, and have enough time to hang out with your friends. Time management will help you achieve so many things. Focus on yourself. Try and become friends with people from your major but are older than you, in the older batches. First of all, they have a lot of experience in university and studying. They will tell you what to do, what not to do, what to study, what not to study, what doctors will help you with what, and what doctors will guide you with what. Second of all, they have experience in how to deal with people in a university. Mostly they're amazing people, so just go, be friends with them, they will benefit you. Lastly, don't give in to peer pressure. You will meet a lot of people, as I said. Some of them might have habits or tendencies to do things that you don't normally do or things that you are against. no matter how much they pressure you into doing them. If you know deep in your heart that they're wrong, that there's stuff that you shouldn't do or stuff that you don't want to do, don't let anyone force you to do anything. You are your own person, you're an adult, you're in university, you make your own decisions. Don't let anyone force you into making a decision that you don't want to make. Very simple. Let me end the video by saying, enjoy your time in university. The years that you spend in university are what we normally call Zahrat Shababak. If I was to translate it literally, it would be the flower of your youth. That might not make sense, but trust me, enjoy them. Those are the years you're supposed to learn the most, knowledge-wise and life-wise, how to deal with situations, with people, with different scenarios. Enjoy them, learn as much as you can, and make friendships that will last a lifetime.
Artlist.io.
Honestly guys, from the bottom of my heart and off script, I want to thank you so much for all the support. I've only put out an intro video, yet the support that I've gotten from people on Instagram and on YouTube is just heartwarming. It is amazing. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy the videos going on, and I hope that the channel doesn't disappoint. And yeah, I love you all. Just stay tuned for the next video.
You out this world, need some space for me.